Hi, my name is Julia Birnbaum, and I wanted to introduce you to my business, Yoga to Light Your Path, and tell you a little bit about what I do. So, I have been teaching yoga since 2012, and I came into the practice um, doing different styles of yoga, different styles of physical asana practice. I actually came into it with a background in meditation. I lived for 3 years in a Zen center, so I got my time on the cushion there. But as a yoga teacher, I began with the vinyasa practice. I was very interested into, which is the flow style yoga, moving from one posture to the next, and very physical, very active. Um, and but I was drawn to so many different types of yoga and so many different types of teachers uh, in as I was learning, and I really found that I loved learning from the classical teachers as well as some of the newer, hipper, um, hybrid style teachers, and I ended up getting quite an education just having different teachers and going to different classes and workshops and such in different styles of yoga. So included in those were, again, the vinyasa style, um, the more of a hatha, Iyengar, structural type of yoga, which is integral to my own practice in terms of alignment and specific focus on uh, being still and being precision, right, and uh, realignment in the body. Some of those changes can only be made in those types of practices. And I also found that I was drawn to a yin practice, which is the longer holds, working with the joints, joint flexibility, um, as well as restorative yoga, which is specifically for the nervous system and regulating the nervous system and the breath and relaxing the mind. It's more of a passive relaxation practice. So what I came to find was that I was I was very diverse in my approach to yoga, and behind that was the need to use those different practices for the different challenges that one might face, that one might actually come to those practices for. I found that my needs, personal needs, were diverse enough that I needed to a little vinyasa, I needed a little yin, I needed a little iyengar, I need a little restorative, and so using those different rhythms and different sort of prescriptives for different challenges, I developed a wide canon of yogic practices and understanding of why one would come to asana and the physical practice, what you could get from those different types of practices. Um, Later on, I discovered more deeply the practice of Kundalini yoga, which is a different lineage of yoga and focusing a lot on breath work, and more on the energetic aspects. And that was also very integral in understanding kind of how energy works or is stuck in the body. Um, and working with mantra and working with sound and the kriyas. So I really developed a wide range of resources, for learning to deal with any number of things one might be dealing with uh, when we're coming to yoga to find balance for uh, again any number of things, which could run the gamut from sleep issues to needing to relax, needing to focus, needing to gain or lose weight, or uh, find embodiment and or really feel presence in your own skin. So yeah, I just, they're not one size fits all, right? So I wanted to, I was able to address a lot of different issues. And then I moved on to studying Ayurveda, which is the, again, health companion science to yoga. And Ayurveda explains our nature and our constitution. And it gave me way more understanding of the inherent elemental imbalances one might be dealing with that would show up as certain symptoms. So different yogic practices would be used for different imbalances, and the Ayurvedic system uses the elemental system, which is earth, fire, water, air, and ether. So we have a dominance of any one of those elements or two elements in our systems, and they create the need for moving to the opposite to find balance. Um, and so there's a lot of very rich content and experience and practices that I have studied to find solutions to, again, any number of things that one might be dealing with. But outside of that, in addition to the yogic perspective, I found that I also needed to plummet the depths of other kinds of studies that kind of, again, matched up with yoga in some ways. Learning about ancestry matches up with Ayurveda. Learning about the subtle body matches up with the chakra systems in the yogic system. And so there's so many parallels that I feel I am able to bring in and weave in the things I've learned into my understanding of yoga, and yoga being just the search for union and wholeness and one pointed focus. Um, so I have quite an extensive background in different studies, and my hope is to help people who are dealing with things that oftentimes they can't find a solution for. I feel I've spent my life working on uncovering hidden causes of disease or issues. So, to find out more about working with me, you can come to my website at www.juliabirnbaum.com, and I look forward to talking with you and seeing if we can find uh, a way to move through whatever you're dealing with. Thank you.